Hey y'all. So today I wanted to talk about this situation between Sweetly season and the Keith Lee scam, um, and also Dion's because there's supposedly be a scam that was going on, but I have some questions about it, and we're gonna talk about that today. I'm gonna give y'all just a little bit of a background about what's happening and why it's important to because it's important to what I'm about to say in case you did not see his videos already. So the guy that's on the screen is Dion. I don't know if that's his real name, but that's what he got on his TikTok, okay? But Dion is the son of the owner of Sweetly Season. Now, sometime back, I can't remember exactly when, but it's been a while ago. Okay. Remember, I said that it's been a while ago because I'm gonna stop this video, and I got something to say about what he's saying. Not saying that it's not true, but I got some questions, and I kind of been around long enough to know what the pattern looked like when stuff like this happened. But anyway, so it's been a while ago, and Keith Lee went to her business, and he left money for two stylists, a barber, and a braider. At least that's what they were saying. Like Sherelle was a braider there or whatever. I'm not 100% clear about it, but the money was supposed to go to her 1,000, and then 1,000 for the barber, which was her brother. Okay. He also left money so that the business owner can give away free food. And it was said that she only gave away a few um, orders for free. So there was a bunch of records around that. And of course, social media, most of us have heard about Keith Lee and how, people's lives have changed once he comes to their restaurant and things of that sort of the sorts, and their business grow and continue to grow. And and they call it the Keith Lee effect, right? And all the other some of the other good that he has done. So of course, because she didn't do what was intended with the money, you have people online who have been in her comments, um, saying she's wrong and so on and so forth. Now, whether or not that is continuing, I don't know. But I'm just saying, usually, usually people aren't still in your comments, quote unquote, harassing you or trying to bully you. Um, with this much time passing. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get into these videos. It's what, 5 videos, and I'm also going to show you a caption because the caption is important for some of the things that I think may be going on, and I'm gonna tell y'all what Sherelle think is going on, which is also possible. But I'll give you what I think about it, and then tell you what she think about it. Could be happening in case you haven't seen her TikTok about it either. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm going to pause it on some parts so that I can kind of give you my thoughts about it as we work through these different TikTok videos that he has posted. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and start it up now.
Is the owner of Sweetie Season Food Truck, and since Keith Lee came and visited, her entire world has been changed. She gets nonstop harassment, phone calls, day and night, death threats, all this. But this latest stunt resulted in her attempting to take her own life last summer.
Now, I'm not gonna say that she did not attempt. Um, if she did, I have thoughts on what actually could have happened to lead her up to that. However, I don't think that's true. Okay, and I hate to say I hate to say that I don't think something like that is true because I'm not trying to be insensitive. However, maybe you would see why I'm saying I don't think that is true. Also, again, about people, he's saying that people are harassing her after so much time has passed. That's unusual when it comes to social media. Things be crunk and hype with like it usually fades out within a week or 2 weeks, maybe a month. It's been way past a month, okay? And that's just a grace period. A month is a grace period, okay? Usually it dies out within the first 2 weeks. So that is what I think just from observing these patterns on when people start something come out about somebody and people go rush and leave comments and send death threats and all of that stuff. Again, it usually dies out pretty quickly and not last as long. I'm not saying he's lying, but I'm just saying that usually with social media, it doesn't last as long as he's implying that it's lasting.
So long story short, she sends an email to Keith Lee, and she kind of lets him know what happened since his visit. 2 days later, she gets a message saying, this is on behalf of Keith Lee and his family. We want to come out and pay your food trip for the visit. Um, we sorry about what happened last time, and let's bring all the parties together and come up with another resolution. My mom was on board. She's willing to do anything to stop all of the harassment.
Now, I wanted to pause that right there because he said that this supposed Keith Lee had stated that maybe we can come up with a resolution. But as you listen to what supposedly has happened, it's the same thing that happened last time. Well, not the same thing that happened last time, but it's kind of like the same premise of what he actually did the last time that he was there, which is like a red flag. And I'm going to try to do my best to point out why that's a red flag, why I thought that was a red flag. But anyway, let's go ahead and continue.
And stuff. I'm like, okay, great. I'll do whatever you need me to do. Just let me know. So she was in contact with Keith Lee the entire time, planning everything. Um, the only thing that he asked her to pay for was a barber. He was like, if you pay the deposit for the barber, it's only $300. I'll in return pay for food for 3 hours free for everybody in the community.
This is also a red flag. The next video is going to be like the screenshots of the messages. But this is also a red flag because anybody, and this is just my opinion, y'all. I could be 100% wrong. Y'all can share your thoughts in the comments. But I feel like if I'm coming to your place to give out charity, I'm not going to tell you to take care of half of the charity. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to say I'm going to come and pay for the food like I did, like, quote unquote, like I did last time, because at this point, they're supposedly thinking this is Keith Lee, but he's saying I'm gonna pay, for the food. I'm gonna pay for something else. I think it was the hair for the girls, braider or whatever. But you need to pay the 300, 700. It's actually 700, but somewhere along the line it became a $300 deposit. But let's continue.
So she's like, cool. So yesterday was the day of the grand opening, and she gave away free food for 3 hours, and we're looking up after every a couple hours go by. We're like, hey, the barber hasn't shown up, or we're like, what time did Keith Lee say he was getting here? She was like, well, he said him and his team will get here around 2:45. I'm like, what's 3:45? Like, why is he late? She's like, I don't know. She's trying to contact him. He's like, the plane just landed an hour ago. Everybody, we're all together. We'll be there. So we're still giving out free food and, just waiting. Y'all, people never showed up. The barber never showed up. It all a scam. She lost hours ago. She had to pay for the lot where she's at. She lost all the food. She gave away all the money she spent on all the food that has to probably get thrown out. The money she spent finding a different place in Dallas, because mind you, her lease was up. She was in the middle of moving across the country. So she literally changed her whole life just for this event. So I get why she was so distraught, but she seemed fine last night when we left. She didn't seem like she was too sad. She seemed more bummed out. Like it's like, man, I went home. I should have stayed. I went home. I was tired. I wake up to a this call. I'm not ready to lose my mom. I just lost my grandparents. I lost my little brother. I lost my dad. I don't got a lot of people left. I cannot lose my mom. I don't ask for nothing. I don't. I don't battle on here because I don't even like my fans buying nothing. I don't want no money from nobody. I want y'all to leave my mom.
Okay, so first of all, a lot of times when people come to the internet, especially influencers, and they give this, I don't want no money, I don't want nothing, I don't want my fans to give me anything. They already know that their fans are likely going to ask, how can they help to send that money? Okay, a lot of this stuff be calculated, and they say, I don't want anything from my people, my fans or my followers or whatever, off the premise that they're still going to want to help and send something. Okay. So now I don't know if he got something hidden or something or whatever. Last time I went on his page, he didn't have no cash app or nothing like that. Unless it was in his bio and I skimmed and I like just passed through it or whatever. But I won't be surprised if he does have one there, or he ends up having one there, or there's a GoFundMe that's created. Because a lot of times this is how they move. Again, I'm not saying the boy is lying, but I am saying, being on the internet as long as I have been and noticing patterns and noticing how influencers like start painting these pictures and be like, oh no, I don't want anything for my fans. Like they, knowing that they do that to actually get help from their fans, it's like I can't look at this type of stuff and just be like, oh yeah, like let's just take the word from their word for it. And just run with it when they're exhibiting some of the same tactics that we've seen other people use, who have, did these type, I won't say these type of stunts, but stunts where there was something just so sad that happened, and they're saying, I don't want help from y'all or anything. I'm not asking for anything. Just pray for me. And, and they do that to generate some money from their fans. So that's that. No, let's go ahead and finish up this video.
Y'all can bother me. Y'all can harass me. Come to my comment section. Do it. Just leave my mom alone. She literally cannot take no more. She can't. Leave my mother alone. Please. She sent Keith Lee an email.
Okay, so first of all, I'm not I'm not trying to laugh. But anyway, okay, so he said this is the second one. Now there are missing videos. These was just him showing that there was actually an event that happened where his mom opened up her truck, for service or whatever that day. I didn't include those, so you don't got to worry about trying, like, looking through that. These are just the ones where he's showing and talking about this. Um, But yeah, so he posted this video, and these are screenshots of um the conversation. So supposedly the mama emailed Keith Lee, and some kind of way the conversation got on an iPhone. Okay. The conversation ended up being on the phone. And later on, I don't know, will it come up on this video, but on one of the videos, you would see that there's an email that was a red flag. But I'm gonna go ahead and this clip right here with this video right here, this is where I felt like he was really just like something wasn't right. Something wasn't right. And I'm gonna pause it on those parts and tell y'all what it was and why. Oops, wrong one. Hold on. Okay.
On Sunday night, she got this message. It said, "Hello, on behalf of Keith Lee and the family, we would like to offer a new visit to your food truck. This could help rebuild your food truck."
Boom. Okay. So this is the first thing that threw me off. Now, I don't know what it is, but I've always, since I was a kid, been able to hear somebody say something and notice like one off word or one off phrase that I don't know why, I don't know how, but when I hear it, it just stands out as this is disingenuous, this is a lie, or whatever, right? Now, this supposedly came from this person who's pretending to be Keith Lee, and I'm just wondering why all these red flags wasn't picked up by the mama. Okay. But anyway, when he said, when this person supposedly had said, I would like to offer you a new visit, that stood out to me because if you're reaching out to somebody and I have never seen a message, email message from Keith Lee. Okay. I'll be the first to say it. But it's like, who says I will offer you, offer to come back to your spot when that person is reaching out to you? Like that is like to me, it's misplaced, um, right? Misplaced words or phrases or whatever, however you want to say it. But it doesn't make sense with some like you don't have to offer something that someone is wanting you to do. They already want it. You don't have to offer, you just have to fulfill it. Yes or yes. So that stood out to me, and some other things stood out to me as well. And I'm just like, there's no way she just missed all of these signs.
We also would like to bring the parties of the last incident together to rectify the issue and hope to change the narrative. We should stick together as black people. My mom said, "I will do anything." They respond first. Let's say today I'll actually stay for a few hours, but this needs to be handled with care. We don't want everybody posting videos before I'm there to protect my family. We can start live streaming once the
This is another red flag. Like he didn't want nobody to know that he was gonna be there. That is not how he moves. First of all, for people who have watched, and I'm not saying I watch all of his videos and how when he get ready to go to certain places. And I thought initially this is kind of how he moved, but when I started seeing how like certain situations came about, what this is an example, like they put it out there that he was coming by. They put it out there that he was coming by. Okay. Like it was a discussion about letting people know he would be there. So for him to be oh so concerned about his family now, that doesn't make sense, especially when he continues to travel, and especially when he literally asks people when he's getting ready to go to different cities and states. He literally say, "Hey, I'm gonna be there. Suggest me some places to go." Now I don't know if he changed his MO, but that's what I've been noticing about when he go and visit other people's places. Okay. But him being, and even if that is how he decides to move now, like okay, just keep it, 2 hour sales right now. I don't think his concern would be, the reason why he would say that would be because of, to protect his family. You know what I'm saying? When he literally tells people, I'm going to be in your city. Because he's not secretive about him being in the city, you know? So if he was so concerned about his family, he wouldn't be just saying, okay, this is my next spot, because he would be concerned about the safety of his family. And he got security, I think. Yeah, he got security because I remember seeing a video of his security pulling him back. He has security. He's not concerned like that, and he's a retired MMA fighter. He's not he's not concerned like they're trying to um like this person is trying to pretend like he's concerned. So this is a red flag to me. One, trying to be secretive about it, and two, talking about I'm trying to protect my family.
Event. It started to protect my family. I don't want advanced promotion, meaning I don't want people.
Also, another red flag is if he was coming to help, to rewrite the story, the past story, or whatever have you, why wouldn't he want people to know about it? Because that would be secretive about it will defeat the purpose. They wouldn't know that he was there, so they wouldn't have came out and supported because he was there. You know what I'm saying? So like it doesn't make sense.
People to know I'm coming. Is that okay? What day works for you? And my mom responds, I promise no one will know. And I have a new location downtown Garland. I will have to call tomorrow to see if I can still get the spot. They respond, okay, let's confirm a date and time. Next, I want to bring in a barber and hairstylist, and I will foot the bill to give out free food for at least 3 hours. Can you contribute towards paying the barber, and I will pay for the food for 3 hours and the.
Another red flag is he did in this message, he offered to he said he wanted to bring a barber and a hairstylist. Okay. And he would flip the food for flip the bill for the free food, right? Now, if you are familiar with the first incident, this is exactly this is kind of the setup that happened last time, right? And to me, and again, this is my opinion. You ain't got to agree with it. To me, this sounds like somebody who knew what went down the first time. Okay, let's just assume that this really is a scammer, and it's not who Sherelle is saying probably was behind this. Okay, and I'll get to that later. But let's just say that this is the quote unquote scammer, right? It just sounds like somebody who knew what was happening and they used the exact thing to get into the door of scamming them. That's what it sounded like to me. Like you knew there was a barber involved, you knew there was a hairstylist, you knew that I gave free food. It doesn't. I don't see if this was a Keith Lee, and I was on the other end of that. I wouldn't see him trying to recreate it exactly. You know what I'm saying? I honestly, I would think that he would just come out and just show his face or whatever. Not all of this. We done did that, and it didn't work, and it was a whole bunch of ruckus. You know what I'm saying? So this is just me. I don't know. What do y'all think about this particular message? Because it's definitely a red flag to me. And then he's saying, "You take care of the barber." Let me go ahead because we ain't get there, but yeah, he tells her that he does events for $700.
The hairstylist. I got a barber and a hairstylist in mind. I just want to know, can you at least contribute towards paying the barber? He's a pretty reasonable guy. He does events for $700. She responds,
Again, this person is positioning themselves as coming and being charitable towards the event, but he has this stylist and barber in mind, but want her to pay $700. Do that sound like that makes sense? I'm gonna come and be charitable, but I want you to cover the barbers that I want to bring. No.
I can pay after the event. Will that be fine?
And not only I want do I want you to bring, pay for the barber. I don't want you to pay me. I'm gonna come and give some money, but I want you to, pay somebody that I handpicked. If I'm coming and I'm finna pay for the food, I'm finna pay for the stylist, and I chose the stylist and the barber, I'm also gonna pay for the barber. Especially since you ain't even paying me. Why would I look to you for you to pay somebody that I'm bringing with me? It doesn't make sense.
because I honestly have nothing right now. And he was like, yes, purposely that will work. So then my mom says, I should be texting you tomorrow. And thank you so much for the opportunity. I promise I won't let you down. So I believe in you. Good night. They respond with more details. And then he sends over the barber's information. So the barber wasn't really responding. So she contacted him, let him know, like, like what you want me to do about this? I'm trying to send him money and he won't respond. So then Keith Lee responds that he got a hold of Justin and that he was cutting the rapper Future's hair. So then she sent them over the payment. So there's the $300 she sent.
And then another red flag was the fact that he name dropped. Come on now. Come on now. And I want y'all to take note of how he keeps saying Keith Lee, Keith Lee, Keith Lee.
To the barber. So then she sends over a proof of the event flyer for Keith Lee to confirm, and he says it looks great. So then the day of the event, yesterday, what's going on? Hey, are you coming? Yeah, I am. Where the people supposed to be doing hair? He said they are with me. Plane landed an hour ago. What's the ETA? No response. Whole time these messages getting sent, free food was given away. I thought the Barbs and the Beehive was bad. The Keith Leets are the worst.
Y'all, he's gonna continue to keep saying Keith Lee, and I think he have a motive for doing that, to be honest. But let's go ahead and go to the next one. Let me make sure I'm sharing it. Okay.
Real Keith Lee now. He was in Chicago, all of that stuff. But when she was speaking to this person, they said his plane was landing and stuff. So we wasn't really any red flags. But this email is a red flag. This is where the messages came from. I didn't see this until now. Mind you, I don't monitor my mom's phone all that.
And then the mama didn't think anything about it, because I don't know about anybody else, but even if I know the person, I still notice, like, even in my peripherals, I still notice the name at the top or the number at the top. But I don't know. Everybody not me. Everybody not me. But let's continue.
I got my own life, my own business. I don't have time for this. But this, yeah, does look fake. If anybody can track this, contact them. I don't know. But yeah, that's where all the messages came from. This is the Cash App.
Honestly, I think when he was doing this green screen with that other name, I mean with the just now before it switched over to this, I think he didn't realize he had that capture in there, and then since he noticed it, then he pointed to it and said, "Oh, this is the red flag."
$300 was sent for the deposit. The total was 700 to 750, I believe.
And remember, before she supposedly had us basically pay all the money out for the event or whatever. Whoop, whoop, whoop. In some kind of way, miraculously, she got this $300 to send as a deposit for the barber. I don't know.
But they wanted a deposit of $300. See for Sweetie Season event deposit to Justin the Great. And of course, she requested a refund, reported it as a scam, and filed a dispute with the bank. The only thing I don't have is the original email that she sent to Keith Lee. But
This is another thing. If you can get her messages, okay? If you can get her messages, why can't you get the original email that she sent to Keith Lee? So, was there ever an email that was sent to him at all? And if so, why is it now on the phone? Now, Sherelle said that the lady got an Android. So, who phone is communicating? Well, who is the fake Keith Lee communicating with if the lady have an Android? Because it doesn't show up like that. Now, I'm not no expert, but I have an iPhone and an Android, and I can't use an email. Well, previously, I don't know how long ago that I've attempted or whatever, but one, it doesn't show up like that with Android and an iPhone, and two, you have to use an iPhone to use the email for iMessages. That's the last that I know about the communication with the email when it comes to being able to text with an email as the contact. But again, I don't know. I'm not a pro with the phones, but that's the last thing that I know about that whole email usage for text messages, that it only works with another iPhone. So I don't know. But let's go ahead and continue.
I don't really want to contact her right now. I want to at least give her a day to kind of not talk about this and think about this type of stuff. But when she does get it to me, I will post it so y'all can see the email address it was sent to. But it's the email address that's in his bio on Instagram and TikTok.
And the Instagram that's on his bio and TikTok is not the definitely not the email that is there that he's showing. So yes, of course that is a red flag. All right. And I'm just wondering how come ain't nobody catch that. Well, how come she didn't catch that? Especially if she knew that she didn't send that email, no email. And again, also remember he just said he didn't want to bother her about the email or whatever, but some kind of way he got her messages from her phone. So he bothered her for the messages, but didn't get the original email. Like it's not making sense. It's not making sense. But anyway, let's jump into the next video.
For y'all that's saying that I would ever make up something like this for what reasons, I have no clue. Y'all saying I want money.
Okay, so I X'd off my hold on. Let me see. Real quick, I'm trying to check something before I say what I'm gonna say. Before I say what I'm gonna say. Cause I'm trying to see if the music was playing on.
So on Friday, she sent Keith Lee an
Okay,
email.
nope.
On Sunday night, she got this message.
Okay, so let me check the other one real quick.
So yes, we know she wasn't talking to the real Keith Lee. Now we know he.
Okay. All right. Okay. The past two videos that I showed y'all, there was no music behind it. He's using a tactic. Now he's pulling on y'all emotions. And he's being very strategic about it. Right? When he was showing y'all this supposedly be Keith Lee messages, he didn't have this music in there.
Where's the GoFundMe? Where's the Cash App link above my head? What have I asked y'all for? I haven't even asked y'all for y'all sorry ass hand in marriage. I ain't asked y'all for shit.
Y'all know this is from I didn't even ask you for your sorry hand in marriage. That's from The Color Purple. And I can't take him serious. I can't take him seriously injecting that into this at all because this is really going on. Why are you doing something so unserious? And then the music don't even match because he seemed kind of aggressive, a little angry, or whatever have you. And there he goes talking about what he didn't ask you for. But again, remember in the beginning of my video, I said they do this. I've seen multiple influencers do this. I didn't ask y'all for nothing. I didn't put no GoFundMe up. Dit. And they know, even when they're saying that, they know that if they can pull on somebody's heartstrings enough, their audience's heartstrings enough, that the audience is going to ask them for it. And they're going to give it to them. Whether it's now or later, they're going to give it to them. No matter how much they pretend like they're not trying to get money out of nobody. But that's my take. Let's continue.
Other than to leave my mom alone. So what am I asking for? They say, oh, he just want business. The food truck is closed down. She's not reopen. I'm not even letting her reopen. What are you talking about? What else am I? What else? What else do I want, y'all? What else? Come on. I'm not asking for money. I'm not asking for business. I need views and comments. Go look at my page to see do I need views.
He wasn't asking for business, but they were trying to save the truck business, which was supposedly the reason why his mama reached out to Keith Lee. So y'all can do with that what y'all will.
The comments. Go ahead. Go check it out. So what would be the motive? What else? What else y'all got? I want attention. I have anxiety. I get more attention than I.
First of all, this I'm an introvert and I can get on here and say, what do you want? What do you think I want? Attention? No, I'm an introvert. You on social media. Anybody that posts on social media, especially if they're content creators, they want attention. I don't care what you try to like how you try to spend it. Like I'm doing this video because I want y'all to pay attention to what I'm putting out. I'm an introvert. That's partly the reason why you don't see my face right now, but I'm still making content just like people who have anxiety who claim they don't want attention. We do want attention. I want you to like my video, so if you didn't do it and you got this far, like my video. I want attention just like he want attention. He want attention just like I want attention. Cuz what? Social media helps you grow your business. Social media help you get paid on these platforms. Social media help you become a little longer so you can build your personal brand or whatever type of brand that you're building. Like let's not play games. And this is what I'm saying. Like people they say stuff. They say stuff to try to make it seem like they're asking questions to make you, really think about the logic behind why they could be doing something. They'll say, no, I don't attention. No, 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 no. I'm anxious. I have anxiety. I don't want attention. I get too much attention. Child, please stop. Please stop. They be asking, why would I do XYZ when they know they did it? So y'all don't be fooled when people start asking these type of questions because it's all to try to throw y'all off. Now, again, I'm not saying he's lying. I'm just saying the likelihood of him lying is very high. The likelihood of things not really going or being what it is appearing to be from his perspective and what he claims is happening, the likelihood of it not being that is very high. Okay. I'm not saying he's lying. I'm not saying his mama ain't try to like get up out of here. I'm just saying we got some questions. Okay.
Ever want. What will be the purpose? Come on now. Almost lost my fucking mother. And y'all would think that this is a fucking joke? This is a game? Sick.
Yeah, so it's only one more, y'all. I promise y'all. And we're gonna wrap this thing up. We're gonna wrap it up. But yeah. So some just don't sit right with me about it. But y'all let me know in y'all comments. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe. I got my little banners over here. I just forgot to put them on here. But yeah, go ahead and subscribe. Like my video. Leave your comments. If you don't like what I said, tell me you don't like what I said. If you agree, tell me you agree. And we're gonna go ahead and get into this last video. And I'm gonna tell y'all what your world think is happening. I'm gonna tell y'all some of the things that I think could possibly be happening.
Guard down real quick. As a black man, it's hard to do and it's frowned upon, but I just gotta admit, I have been depressed over the last few days. I've been blaming myself. I've been feeling absolutely horrible, doing everything I can to keep myself in good spirits. This semicolon tattoo that I got has been keeping me going. It reminds me of the dark times that I've had and how I got through it then, and just to
Here go the music again. Oh, the point that I wanted to make too before we finish this video is that he acknowledged that he realized that Keith Lee was in Chicago, but yet he kept saying Keith Lee, Keith Lee, Keith Lee, instead of saying the imposter or whatever have you. So he do have a motive. He do have a motive. He blames Keith Lee. Now he didn't say it, but he blames Keith Lee for his mom's business going down, which is really was it really wasn't Keith Lee. It was his mom not doing what was intended for her to do with that money that he left. She decided to make a judgment based on who she thought deserved that money and who didn't, when that wasn't his intention. He said, "Get them people that money," and she tried to make a judgment on that. If he left the money with intention for it to go to somebody, you don't get to make that decision for him. Give them people their money, and she didn't do it. And it was this big old circus around that, and can't nobody blame nobody but her, okay? Because she didn't do what she was supposed to be doing with that money. But I feel like he blamed Keith Lee, and this was a way for him to, and the fact that his mom's business really haven't bounced back or whatever have you, it was already struggling too, and it took a hit from that situation. He blames him, and he's trying to ingrain, he's trying to get y'all to associate Keith Lee as a scammer. That's what it is. He knew before he posted those videos, he knew it before that girl said he's in Chicago. He knew that it wasn't Keith Lee. He acknowledged in the first video, the first one that I showed y'all, that it was a scam. So he knew, but he kept saying Keith Lee name because he wanted to associate, as a get back, Keith Lee name with being a scammer. Y'all gotta pay attention to stuff like this. And some people so gullible they'll start going up on the Keith Lee, not really paying attention that this dude has already admitted that it wasn't Keith Lee, but because they kept hearing him say Keith Lee, they might be up on the Keith Lee. I haven't checked, but they may be under there threatening him and saying all kinds of stuff to him because this dude is trying to get y'all to associate Keith Lee with the scammer. So if you start seeing people say, "Oh, Keith Lee is a scammer," he accomplished what he was trying to do. Maybe not as many people as he wanted to, but enough. But that's what he's trying to do. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and finish it.
too shall pass. I haven't even been talking to my mom because I've been feeling so guilty. But I answered the phone call.
Okay, another thing. Your mom, like this, it doesn't make sense. You claim your mom just tried to take her life, right? You Now you're saying you haven't talked to your mom because you feel so guilty and whoop whoop whoop, and you're so depressed and whoop whoop whoop. But you are posting multiple videos, not just about this, but about other stuff. But you've posted multiple videos about this concerning your mother, telling us that she tried to take herself out of here. Tell you are being a little aggressive or whatever in your videos, some and I think it was the last one, the first one, you was super super sad and all that because you care about your mom so much. You telling us stop messing with your mama, which I don't believe people are still like harassing. You might be a few people trickling in saying some stuff, but it's not like a whole bunch of people. I would expect that if she was trying to take herself out of here, it would have been closer to the time that this happened versus months and months later, or it was weighing heavy on her so much it would have happened, even if she hadn't tried to or whatever have you. It would have happened closer to the time versus months and months later. Okay, that's what I think. And again, that's my opinion. But you so you so much of a spokesperson for the situation that just supposedly happened between you and your mom and her business and Keith and this Keith Lee imposter, and you telling us don't bother her and all of this, and you ain't even talked to your mama. You can do all of that. What it's at least I just showed y'all 5 videos. This is the fifth one. He got at least 3 more about it because you care so much and you didn't talk to your mama until she called you and you finally answered the phone. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. You ain't that depressed where you can't talk to your mom after she just tried to take her own self out of here, but you can post videos talking about her supposedly done this because of XYZ. You can't talk to her, but you can talk about it. Like that doesn't make. I don't know. I mean, psychos do a bunch of stuff that don't make no sense. So I don't know. Maybe people just out here just doing a bunch of stuff that don't make no sense. I don't know. But that's my opinion about that.
A while ago, y'all, she read the comments underneath the video I posted, and she had no clue how many people were wishing her well and wanting to see her do good. And I thank y'all for that. Just the kind words y'all left has literally brightened her spirits. She sees that the community isn't all bad and that in her time of need,
And if that is true that she did, I'm glad that she was able to see that people aren't against her like that. However, people were saying kind things about her and taking up for her and justifying what she was doing back when this happened, when the initial situation, excuse me, happened. So I'm pretty sure she's seen all of that back then too. But let's continue.
that the community can step up and be a shoulder to lean on. So she wants to do an event for the community, all the food that's left over, because she's not going to reopen the food truck in Dallas. That's not going to happen. So she wants to prepare the food, cook it, and donate it to the homeless.
Pause. Okay. So in an earlier video, he said the last video, I think, because I'm trying not to get the wires crossed. But anyway, he said, "Business? You think I'm doing this for some business? The food truck is done. It's not opening anymore." Remember, he said that it's not like I'm not gonna let her open it again. Now he's saying the food truck isn't opening in Dallas again. The food truck isn't opening in Dallas again. Okay. Then let me finish playing this part before I say the next what I'm gonna say.
So it's going to be an event that's going to be held this upcoming week. She's going to finalize everything and get it figured out with a nonprofit organization, and I'm excited. I love giving back. I feel like this is the best thing she could possibly do with the food that's left. And although
Now tell me, because I could be wrong now. Um, I've, I mean, it's been so many years ago. Never mind. I'm not even going to use myself as an example. But y'all tell me if y'all was somebody who, attempted A couple of days later, are you thinking about all the joys that you can bring to other people? Like you was just fighting for your life. And like this part right here, and again, psychos do crazy stuff. I'm not saying these people are psychos, but what I'm saying is the point is people do things that don't make no sense. So I'm not saying that this can possibly be happening, but it don't make sense to me because what it was 4 days, 5 days ago, it was less than 7 days ago when we started seeing these videos. Let me look it up real quick because I got my phone right here. But if I don't see. Yeah, it was 4 days ago. The first video came through. Now I don't see, and he didn't say like when she supposedly had a tried to leave out of here, but it was probably around the day that he posted the video, and his eyes was red and all of that. So he's playing the character, or it really did happen. So it was. I'm pretty sure that it was very recent, within like if not the same day, a day or two before that video. If she was just fighting for her life after trying to take it, I don't I don't see her trying to I don't see her trying to do what he's saying that she's trying to do. Not because people can't do it, can't just get out of, the hospital and be like, yes, let me jump back into my life and do something great for somebody else. Because sometimes people have near death experiences and they be like, I'm going to help everybody. I'm going to love everybody. I'm going to go out here and do great in the world. But what he's saying that she's trying to do is the source of what supposedly drove her to that. So I don't see her jumping out of that situation and jumping into something that was the source of her pain in the beginning. You get what I'm saying? I don't see that just psychologically. And I know I'm not an expert on it, but psychologically, and I know women go back to the men, they be beating on them and stuff like that, or mentally of emotionally abusing them, and vice versa, men do it too. But most of the time, when it's not that type of dynamic, you're not going back to the source of the pain. You're trying to avoid it. So I don't see her doing it this early, at least. You get what I'm saying? Not this early, maybe in a month, maybe 2 months, but this just supposedly happened, and supposedly she's just jumping right back in to trying to do something with this food truck, which was the source of, according to him, her trying to end it. It doesn't make sense. But again, it's just my opinion because I don't have a one track mind, and I do not just take what people be saying. Half most of the time, I do not. Even sometimes when it makes sense, I might still have some questions, but I can see things from multiple perspectives, and from no perspective do I see her doing this.
Although I know this event isn't going to change people's perception of her, people will always see her how they want to see her. The narrative will be whatever people want it to be. And
Now, this was the last video that I saw, and I saw this when I went to download these videos to do this video. And this is what I want to say, and I'm going to show y'all the caption. Before I read the caption, I listened to the video, and I picked up that this man possibly orchestrated all of this to rebuild, like get his mother in good graces, to to get her back in a good light, or into a good light. I don't know what light she was in before all this happened, but it sounded like this could have possibly been orchestrated to try to get her in a good light into that shadow of what she did with the Keithley situation, the real Keithley situation, when it could have been a blessing to her and she made it burn and crash down, being shady or whatever. Um, that shadow of that dark cloud that's hanging over her from that, I think he's trying to get people to remove that. Do I think she's still being harassed? I think some people may still be having something to say about it because people see things at different times. So you can always have some people maybe trickle in, but I don't think it's on like a harassment bully level. You know what I'm saying? But again, it could be happening. But I think he's trying to get her being seen back in good graces.
I can't change that. I'm not gonna try to further prove anything to anybody. But I feel like if you're gonna leave Dallas, you gotta leave with a bang. So I'm proud of her for, wanting to throw this event and wanting to get back to the community. But it's all because of y'all. And it's all because of the people who are, being so supportive and so encouraging. And I love y'all. I just want y'all to know I'm forever indebted. If any of y'all ever need anything, reach out to me. If I can use my platform to help you, I definitely will. I love y'all for real, and God bless.
All right. Now, this is the last one. And I want y'all to read the caption. You can read the whole caption. Is it? Okay, hold on. Hopefully, y'all can still see. I don't know when that post out went out, but hopefully, y'all got everything I said. Okay. So, anyway, um, y'all can read the whole caption. Okay. But I highlighted a thing, okay, and underlined a thing. So the highlight said everybody deserves forgiveness and a second chance. What that sound like? What that sound like, right? I think this was about that whole dark cloud that was over his mom's head and people not seeing her from up under it. Because you cannot say something to somebody and still think that person did wrong. And that whole negative situation can follow you for years. And I think he's trying to create a different image for her, right? Now he do go on to say God has given her a second chance at life and it will not be taken for granted. Now this is neither here nor there. I think he just put that on there to keep up with the narrative. But I think at the core of what's going on with this is definitely him trying to, in my opinion, I think he's trying to create this new image of her because of what she did before was bad. Y'all, hold on a second, child. My battery about to die. Hold on for a minute. Ooh, we're almost done anyway, but yeah, it's definitely longer than what I thought it was gonna be. I thought this was gonna be a 20-minute video at the most. All right, hold on, y'all. Okay, because the way I would have been mad if this laptop would have died. Okay, so anyway, I'm back. But yeah, I think it's because, like I said, he's trying to get her seen in a better light. It could possibly be that. Okay. Now, I'm just going to leave this up here while I continue to talk. Now, Sherelle, well, before I say that, I think I have already kind of told y'all the different things that I believe happened. One, he's trying to get her in um, get her back, well, get her a new image outside of that whole situation with Keith Lee the first time, with her situation, because Keith Lee ain't did nothing. He's also trying to ingrain into y'all that Keith Lee is a scammer, which is why he kept repeatedly saying Keith Lee, his name, over and over and over, when he knew that it was a scammer from the get go. He didn't he didn't say the person pretending to be Keith Lee repeatedly. He didn't say the imposter of Keith Lee, none of that repeatedly. But he did say somebody who was pretending, the person who was pretending something to that notion a time or two. But the majority of the time, he would just say Keith Lee. Okay. Um, I think that it's possible. When I first saw the initial video with the text messages, I think that was the first video that I saw anyway, and then I went to his page to watch, the first one. Um, when I first saw the the video with the text message, the first one, I immediately thought he was texting himself. To be honest, I thought he was texting himself. That's what I thought. Okay, so I was already on the wave of this. Not even he's not even talking to nobody. So I guess what Sherelle thinks is kind of, I think we're kind of in agreement on the fact that he was, he playing a game. Except I didn't think to the extent of what Sherelle is saying. I just thought that he was trying to drum up sympathy or create, because content creators and influencers, they just make up all kinds of stuff. I be watching people YouTubes and stuff like that. They will make up anything out of thin air to get more views, especially if their views going down or whatever have you. So I'm just thinking that maybe his views going down. Maybe he do want some more attention. Like, I don't know. But I didn't think that he was actually talking to somebody who was pretending to be Keith Lee, except himself, which would also support the whole he's trying to ingrain that Keith Lee is a scammer in y'all head. So, but anyway, um, now I think if his mom did do that, right? And my thoughts about this are very consistent. Okay, if his mom did actually try that, it was because of him. That's what I think. I'm not saying that's what was happening. It's because of him, because he pretended to be somebody else and told her that he pretended to have this exchange, and then told his mom that Keith Lee was coming out, and he didn't come out. The $300 screenshot, that could have been photoshopped, which I think it possibly was, um, or whatever have you. But that's pretty much the gist of the different things that I think is going on, that may be going on with this whole situation. Um, if he's done what Sherelle thinks he's done, then the whole he caused his mom, if she did do it, he caused his mom to go down that road or whatever. And also it aligns with him basically talking to himself. But anyway, Sherelle thinking, y'all can go on her page and look at the video. I was gonna show it a little bit, but she be filing copyright, child, and I put too much time in this. I don't want my video taken down. But anyway, so anyway, Sherelle thinks that he orchestrated this whole thing to get $300 from his mom, because he was getting evicted and he needed $300 real quick. So that's a short version of what she thinks. And y'all can go, like I said, y'all can go check her out on TikTok and look at that video and see like the full her full breakdown on what she thinks she thought happened with this whole situation, which I don't know. That could be it. I don't know those people's business, but that used to be his friend. So I don't know. but go check it out. But anyways, if y'all got this far, shout out to y'all. Make sure you subscribe, comment, like. Let me know what your thoughts are about this. Let me know if you think I'm wrong. I ain't gonna argue with you, but let me think what your thoughts are. If you're upset about something that I said, let me know in the comments. I don't care. Like, it is what it is, you know? But comment, subscribe, and like this video. And make sure y'all share it out too. Because your girl trying to get paid on YouTube and I'm not there yet. So help us sister out. All right. Because this takes time to do these videos. All right. See y'all later. Bye bye.